After a human colony was incinerated, Earth struck back with 500,000 warships. Ethan Collins walked across the open plaza of Elysium Colony, the sunlight reflecting off the shiny white buildings. The colony was alive and busy. Children played in the small parks and workers carried crates of supplies to the greenhouses. Elysium was one of humanity's most beautiful colonies. It floated in the Zeta Prime system, far from Earth, and it was a place humans had worked hard to build. Ethan was an engineer. He loved the colony and the machines that kept it running. Today, he was checking the energy generators that powered the city. He walked with careful steps, listening to the quiet hum of machinery. He liked the peace. "Ethan, come look at this," called Lily Morgan. She waved him over to the edge of the energy control room. JUCO, opposed perception. Lily was a scientist who studied the terraforming systems. She had bright eyes and a sharp mind. She was always curious and wanted to learn more about everything around her. "What is it?" Ethan asked, walking closer. "Something strange is happening with the sensors," Lily said. "Look at these readings." She pointed to a screen showing sudden energy spikes in the sky near the edge of the colony. Ethan frowned. "That doesn't look normal." "Could it be a storm?" Lily shook her head. "No. Our atmosphere is stable. These readings..." Before Ethan could answer, the ground shook violently. Lights flickered across the buildings. A low rumble filled the air, growing louder by the second. People screamed and ran in all directions. "Ethan, look!" Lily shouted. Ethan turned his eyes to the sky and saw it. A massive fleet of alien ships appeared, glinting in the sun. They moved like shadows across the stars, fast and precise. Ethan's stomach sank. These were not visitors. They were attackers. Daniel Harris, the colony leader, appeared beside them. He was tall, with gray streaks in his hair, and his eyes were full of concern. "Everyone, get to safety. Activate the defense systems," he shouted. Ethan ran toward the energy control room. He knew that without the generators, the colony would have no defense. He and Lily worked quickly, trying to bring all systems online. Alarms blared across the city. Red lights flashed everywhere. The alien ships were dropping bombs and buildings began to collapse. "Lily, this is bad. Really bad," Ethan said, his hands shaking as he tried to stabilize the energy flow. "I know, Ethan. We have to survive," Lily said firmly. "We can't give up." The colony's automated turrets fired at the approaching ships, but the attacks were useless. The alien weapons were too advanced. Energy beams cut through the turrets like paper. Explosions ripped apart streets and parks. Ethan and Lily watched helplessly as a small transport carrying colonists was destroyed in a fiery blast. Daniel Harris ran past them, organizing evacuation teams. "We must save as many people as we can. Evacuate to the shelters." Ethan helped Lily move to the underground bunker system. The tunnels were crowded with frightened families. The walls shook as the bombardment continued above. Children cried. Parents tried to calm them. The smell of smoke and burning metal filled the air. In the control room, Daniel and the security officers tried to fight back. Daniel activated the colony's main shield, a huge dome that could resist attacks for a limited time. For a moment, it seemed to hold. The first wave of alien fire bounced off the dome, leaving the colonists with a small hope. But hope was short-lived. The aliens quickly adapted. Their ships fired energy missiles that pierced the shield. The ground shook violently as buildings above the bunker collapsed. Dust and debris filled the air. Ethan and Lily held onto each other as the bunker rumbled. "We can't stop them," Ethan said, voice trembling. Lily's hands were steady. "Maybe not, but we can survive." Above them, the colony continued to burn. Explosions lit the sky in red and orange flames. The air was thick with smoke, and the sound of screaming and destruction echoed endlessly. Ethan closed his eyes, feeling helpless. He had never imagined humans could be so weak against an enemy in space. Daniel Harris appeared in the bunker entrance, covered in dust and ash. "Ethan, Lily, how many can get out? How many people?" Ethan shook his head. I don't know. Too many to count. The shelters are full. The aliens they are everywhere." Daniel's face hardened. "We will not give up. We fight for every life we can save, even if it costs us all." The alien ships circled above the colony. They moved with precision, scanning for life signs and energy sources. Every attempt by the colony to strike back failed. Daniel tried to call Earth for help, but all communications were jammed. Ethan and Lily listened to the emergency channels, hearing only static and distorted cries. Hours passed. The once thriving city of Elysium became a burning wasteland. Roads were destroyed, buildings fell like toys, and the parks were covered in fire. Families were separated, children lost, and animals killed. Ethan and Lily stayed close together, trying to comfort each other and those around them. In the bunker, the air was thick and hot. People prayed silently. Some cried openly, others stared at the walls, unable to believe the world above them was gone. Ethan looked around. He saw the faces of people he knew, friends, neighbors, children he had played with, families he had helped build, all gone, or soon to be gone. Lily held his hand tightly. "Ethan, we have to survive. We are the last hope for those still alive." Ethan nodded. He felt a burning anger in his chest. How could anyone destroy a human colony so easily? How could these aliens think humans were weak and expendable? Daniel Harris stood at the edge of the bunker entrance, speaking to the remaining colonists. "We have lost Elysium, but we are still alive. We will survive. We will remember everyone we lost, and one day we will make sure this never happens again." The bunker shook again. Ethan grabbed Lily and held her close. They could feel the destruction above. For a moment, Ethan thought he could hear the screams from the surface. The alien ships were thorough. They were erasing everything humans had built. As night fell, the fire from the surface lit the sky. The colony burned like a dying star. Ethan looked out through the small bunker window. Smoke and fire covered everything. He felt a deep sorrow, but also a spark of determination. Humans might be fragile, but they were not finished yet. Daniel Harris gathered the remaining colonists. "We will leave this place. We will escape and go back to Earth. We will tell them what happened here. Humanity will not forgive this. Humanity will not forget." Ethan and Lily nodded. They packed what little supplies they had. Families held each other, ready to leave the underground bunker. The sound of the alien ships above was terrifying, but they moved forward, guided by hope. Before leaving the bunker tunnels, Ethan stopped and looked at a small photograph on the wall. It showed him, Lily, and other colonists standing in front of a new building when Elysium was first built. He felt the weight of loss, but he also felt something else: pride. Humans had built this place. They had dreamed of the stars, and no matter what, That dream could not be destroyed by fire or alien weapons. As they emerged from the bunker, the colony was almost gone. Smoke and fire filled the air. Ethan, Lily, and Daniel led the survivors toward the emergency escape shuttles. The shuttles were small but enough to carry a fraction of the people. Some stayed behind to hold off alien patrols as long as possible. Ethan climbed into a shuttle, looking back at the burning colony. His heart ached, but his mind was clear. He would not let this be the end. Humans were strong. Humans could fight back. The shuttles launched into space. Ethan looked at the stars. Earth was far away, but it was home. He knew they would have to tell everyone what happened, and he knew Earth would respond. Humans never forgave attacks like this. Lily sat beside him, silent but firm. "We survived," she whispered. "Yes," Ethan said. "And we will make them pay. They will regret destroying Elysium." Daniel Harris watched from another shuttle. His face was grim, but his eyes held a fire of determination. "This is only the beginning," he said quietly. "Humanity will strike back." As the shuttles disappeared into the darkness of space, Elysium burned behind them. The colony was gone, but the human spirit was not. In the hearts of the survivors burned a rage that no alien weapon could destroy. Humanity had lost a world, but it had not lost itself. And far away, across the galaxy, Earth would soon hear the news. The news of Elysium's destruction reached Earth slowly. The signal had taken weeks to travel from the distant Zeta Prime system. When it finally arrived, the images stunned everyone. Cities were gone, streets burned to ash, and smoke rose in thick black clouds. People stared at the screens in shock. In the United Nations Space Command headquarters, the main room was full of leaders, scientists, and military officers. The screens showed the colony before and after the attack. Some people cried. Others were silent, unable to comprehend the horror. Lucas Bennett, the commander of Earth's defense fleet, stood at the front. He was tall, with strong features and eyes that had seen years of training and war simulations. He clenched his fists as he looked at the screens. "This is worse than anything we imagined," Lucas said. His voice was calm but filled with anger. "We thought the Zarathi might attack small outposts, but this is genocide." Hannah Price, a top scientist and cybernetics expert, sat nearby. She had worked on Earth's advanced weapons systems and the AI for space fleets. Her hands shook as she looked at the images. They destroyed everything, every building, every machine, every life, she whispered. Oliver Grant, a political leader, slammed his hand on the table. "We cannot let this go unanswered. Humanity cannot allow another colony to be destroyed like this. We must strike back." Lucas nodded. "We cannot just strike back. We must prepare carefully. We need to show them that humans are not weak, that they cannot attack us without consequences." Hannah spoke up. "We have been developing new technology for years, faster ships, advanced weapons, AI-controlled fleets. If we use all our resources, we can build a fleet the Zarathi will never expect." Lucas leaned forward. "How many ships are we talking about?" Hannah hesitated, then said, "If we combine all our fleets, military and private, and activate the secret warship project, we could have 500,000 ships ready for battle." A stunned silence filled the room. 500,000 warships. The number seemed impossible, even to the military leaders. Oliver's eyes widened. "That is more than any alien fleet could expect. That is enough to strike at the heart of their empire." Lucas stood tall. "Then we do it. We build the fleet. We prepare every weapon, every ship, every system, and when the Zarathi least expect it, we strike. Hannah smiled, despite the sadness in her heart. It will take months to get everything ready, but it can be done. We have the knowledge and we have the people. Humanity can do this. In the following weeks, Earth became a hub of activity. Shipyards worked day and night. Every country contributed to the massive fleet. Steel and alloys were shipped to construction sites. Scientists worked on faster engines, new shields, and advanced weapons. AI systems were trained to control thousands of ships at once. Lucas oversaw the preparation personally. He moved from shipyard to shipyard, inspecting the vessels, checking the weapons, and giving instructions. His presence gave the workers hope. They were building a fleet not just for revenge, but to protect humanity itself. Hannah worked in the labs, perfecting new energy weapons and propulsion systems. She designed cloaking technology that would allow ships to hide from the Zarathi until it was too late. She also developed automated repair drones that could fix damaged ships during battle. Oliver coordinated with governments around the world. He made sure that every resource, every fuel supply, and every scientist was focused on the fleet. He also prepared the political announcements so that Earth would appear united. The Zarathi could not divide humanity this time. During this time, news of the attack on Elysium spread across the globe. People in cities and towns were outraged. Protests and rallies demanded action. Remember Elysium became a slogan for millions? Citizens donated money, supplies, and time to help the fleet. Ethan Collins, one of the few survivors of Elysium, arrived on Earth with Lily Morgan and other survivors. They were taken to the Space Command headquarters. Daniel Harris, the colony leader, stood with them. He addressed Lucas and the council. "We have seen the destruction. We have lost our home, our friends, and our families. But we are alive, and we will help humanity fight back." Ethan stepped forward. "We need to show the Zarathi that humans are not easy targets. We survived their attack. And now we will make them pay for what they did." Hannah nodded. "Your experience is valuable. You know their tactics, their strength, and their weaknesses. You can help us prepare." The survivors were given roles in the fleet preparation. Some helped design weapons based on the alien technology they had observed. Others trained the new soldiers and pilots. Every survivor had a reason to fight, and every one of them wanted revenge for Elysium. As Earth prepared, Lucas met with the fleet captains in a large command room. Among them were Evan Mitchell, a captain known for his skill in piloting large warships; Samantha Rhodes, a fast-thinking pilot and strategist; Aaron Brooks, communications officer responsible for coordinating the fleet. Lucas addressed them. "We are facing an enemy who thinks we are weak. They have attacked our colonies and believe we will do nothing. They are wrong. Humanity will show them what it means to challenge us." Evan spoke first. "Commander, with 500,000 ships, we can overwhelm them. But we need strategy. We can't just attack blindly." Lucas nodded. "Exactly. We will divide the fleet into multiple squadrons. Some will attack directly. Others will create diversions. AI systems will help us control the movements of hundreds of thousands of ships at once. Coordination is key." Samantha added, "We can use cloaking and speed to surprise them. They won't see us coming until it's too late." Aaron said, "We also need secure communication. The Zarathi can jam signals. I am developing an encrypted network that will allow every ship to receive orders instantly, no matter where it is." "Good. Humanity fights with courage, intelligence, and coordination. That is our greatest weapon. Meanwhile, Hannah worked with engineers to install new weapons on the ships. Energy cannons, missile arrays, and plasma shields were tested and perfected. Every ship was designed to be strong, fast, and deadly. At night, Lucas walked through the fleet. Rows of ships stretched as far as he could see. The engines glowed softly, ready for launch. Pilots and crew prepared for battle. He looked at the young men and women, their faces determined. Humanity was ready. On one of the command ships, Ethan Collins studied the alien attack data. He remembered the flames of Elysium and the fear in the faces of the colonists. He would never forget. He spoke to Daniel Harris. "We can do this," Ethan said quietly. "We have the ships, the weapons, and the people. We can make sure the Zarathi pay for what they did." Daniel nodded. "Yes, and not just pay. We will show the galaxy that humans are strong, clever, and unstoppable when they are threatened." As the fleet grew stronger each day, Earth's leaders realized the power they had gathered. 500,000 warships, each armed with advanced weapons and AI support, would be the largest fleet in human history. It was not just a fleet for revenge. It was a symbol. Humanity would not be destroyed. Humanity would fight back. Training simulations began for the fleet. Pilots practiced maneuvers. Soldiers trained on weapons. And AI systems tested thousands of scenarios. Every day, humans learned, adapted, and improved. They remembered the mistakes that allowed Elysium to be destroyed. This time, they would not fail. Lucas met with Hannah one evening. "When we attack, we need to be ready for anything. The Zarathi are intelligent. They will not underestimate us twice." "I know. That's why we have prepared. Our technology, our ships, our pilots, they are ready. We are ready." Lucas sighed. "It is time. Humanity has prepared for decades, and now the moment has come. The question is, when do we strike?" Oliver Grant, the political leader, entered the room. "We strike when the fleet is in position. When the Zarathi are least expecting it, when we can achieve maximum impact. And we show them that humans are not weak, not expendable, and not afraid." Lucas nodded. "Then we wait for the signal. Until then, every day is preparation, every day is training, every day is strengthening our fleet. Humanity will not fail again." In the following weeks, the fleet moved into position near the outer edges of Zarathi space. Hidden behind distant stars and asteroid fields, the human ships waited. Pilots ran simulations. AI systems monitored every ship. Engineers worked non-stop to repair and improve each vessel. Ethan Collins looked at the stars, remembering Elysium. Lily Morgan stood beside him. "We will make them pay," Ethan said. "Yes," Lily replied. "And we will show the galaxy that humans are not weak. Humans survive. Humans fight. Humans win." Lucas Bennett stood on the main command deck looking at the fleet. 500,000 ships, glowing with power and readiness. The largest human fleet ever assembled. And soon, it would move. The galaxy would remember the name of Earth. The galaxy would see the strength of humanity, and the Zarathi, who had destroyed Elysium so easily, would learn a lesson they would never forget. The human fleet moved through the darkness of space. 500,000 warships, glowing faintly with engine lights, stretched farther than the eye could see. Each ship carried weapons, supplies, and hundreds of crew members. It was the largest fleet humanity had ever built, and it was moving with one purpose: Revenge for Elysium. Lucas Bennett stood on the bridge of the flagship. His eyes scanned the fleet through the massive observation window. The ships were silent, but he could feel the power in their formation. "We are ready," he said quietly. "The Zarathi will never expect this." Beside him, Hannah Price studied the navigation maps. "We have plotted a route through the asteroid fields to hide our movements. Their scouts will not see us coming until it is too late." Evan Mitchell, captain of one of the largest warships, came forward. "Commander, the pilots are ready. We have trained for every scenario. Our fleet will strike fast, precise, and without hesitation." Samantha Rhodes, the pilot coordinator, added, "We have cloaking technology on the front squadrons. They will appear out of nowhere and the Zarathi will not know what hit them." Aaron Brooks, in charge of communications, spoke next. "All systems are synced. Orders can be sent to every ship instantly. Even if they try to jam us, we will still communicate." "Good. Keep this formation." We move carefully until we reach the outer edge of Zarathi space. Then we act. Humanity will show them that they made a terrible mistake attacking Elysium. The journey was long. Weeks passed as the fleet moved through space. Food, water, and fuel were rationed carefully. Pilots trained, engineers repaired ships, and soldiers practiced boarding techniques. Even though they were far from battle, every human on the fleet knew that they had to be ready. Ethan Collins walked along the corridors of one of the warships. He stopped at a small window and looked out at the stars. Memories of Elysium haunted him. He remembered the fire, the screams, and the families who had been lost. He felt anger and sorrow, but also a growing determination. Humans were about to show the Zarathi what they were capable of. Lily Morgan joined him. "We are ready, Ethan." This fleet, it is incredible. No one has ever done anything like this before." "Yes," Ethan said. "And soon the Zarathi will learn that humans do not give up. Humans fight back, even when the odds are against them." Daniel Harris, the former leader of Elysium, walked past them. "We have trained the crew using what we learned from the attack. Every weakness of the Zarathi is known to us now. They will not catch us off guard." The first encounter came sooner than expected. A Zarathi scout fleet appeared near the outer edge of their territory. It was smaller than the human fleet, only a few dozen ships, but fast and deadly. Lucas Bennett gave the order. "Engage. Remember, this is a test. Show them what humans can do." The human ships moved in precise formation. Cloaked squadrons surrounded the scouts, while drones launched from the larger vessels. Energy beams and missiles struck the Zarathi ships from multiple directions. The aliens had never faced a coordinated attack like this. Evan Mitchell led the first wave. His ship moved with speed and precision, weaving through the scouts' attacks while firing concentrated energy bursts. Within minutes, every Zarathi scout was destroyed or forced to retreat. Samantha Rhodes directed the pilots. "Maintain formation. Do not break ranks. We have the advantage. Keep pressure on them." Aaron Brooks relayed orders to every ship instantly. "All squadrons, adjust targeting, focus fire. Do not allow escape." The battle was over quickly. The scouts were gone. The fleet suffered no damage. The crew cheered quietly, not loud enough to disturb the others, but the feeling of victory spread through the ships. Lucas spoke over the comms. "This is only the beginning. They will now know that humans are not easy to destroy. Every fleet they send will face the same. Hannah Price smiled at the results. Our planning worked. The scouts had no idea what was coming. But even in victory, the humans knew this was only the start. The Zarathi home systems were still ahead. Stronger fleets and larger defenses awaited them. Weeks passed as the fleet continued its journey. They moved through asteroid fields and around star systems, avoiding detection when possible. Supplies were carefully managed, and the crew worked tirelessly. During this time, Ethan and Lily worked with scientists to study the energy signatures of the Zarathi. They learned how their weapons operated and how to counter their defenses. Each piece of information made the fleet stronger. Daniel Harris held small meetings with groups of soldiers and pilots. "Do not underestimate the enemy," he said. "They are dangerous, intelligent, and ruthless. But we have something they do not: human ingenuity, courage, and determination. Use it." Evan Mitchell prepared his ship for the first major attack on a Zarathi outpost. He checked the weapon systems, the shields, and the engines. His crew followed every command with precision. Every human knew their role. Every human knew the stakes. Finally, the fleet reached a Zarathi forward system. The planets were heavily defended, with orbiting warships, space stations, and energy shields. The fleet slowed and moved into position. Lucas Bennett addressed the fleet. "This is our first major strike. We will test their defenses, gather information, and demonstrate that humans cannot be stopped. Remember your training, follow orders, and trust each other." Samantha Rhodes coordinated the squadrons. Frontline units, move into cloaked positions. Drones, prepare for attack. Reserve units, follow my signal. The first wave of ships uncloaked suddenly, firing missiles and energy beams at the Zarathi ships. The aliens were caught off guard. Their ships scrambled to respond, but human tactics were faster and smarter. Evan Mitchell's ship led a boarding team. Small pods launched toward the Zarathi vessels. Soldiers armed with energy weapons boarded the enemy ships. Within minutes, several Zarathi ships were captured or destroyed from the inside. Aaron Brooks directed the fleet's movements. "Keep pressure on their formation. Target their engines and shields. Do not allow them to regroup." Hannah Price monitored the attack. "Our cloaking devices and drones are working perfectly. They cannot predict our movements." The battle lasted for hours. Human ships moved with coordination, precision, and speed. Zarathi ships were destroyed, their stations damaged, and their pilots forced to retreat. Humanity had taken their first major victory. Lucas Bennett addressed the fleet after the battle. "This is a clear message to the Zarathi. Humans are strong, clever, and relentless. We will continue forward. Every system we pass, we strike with purpose. Humanity survives. Humanity fights. Humanity wins." Ethan Collins and Lily Morgan watched the reports of the battle. They felt a mixture of relief and pride. They had survived Elysium, and now they were part of a fleet that was taking the fight to the aliens. Daniel Harris gathered the survivors and soldiers. "Today we proved something. Humans are not easy to destroy. We adapt, we fight, and we never give up. Remember this feeling. It will carry us through every battle ahead." The fleet continued deeper into Zarathi space. Each encounter taught the humans more about their enemy. They adjusted strategies, improved ship coordination, and strengthened defenses. Evan Mitchell's squadron became famous among the crews for daring attacks and perfect maneuvers. Samantha Rhodes earned respect for her quick thinking and leadership in coordinating thousands of ships simultaneously. Aaron Brooks kept the fleet connected, ensuring every ship received orders instantly. Hannah Price worked tirelessly, adapting new weapons and defenses As the humans learned more about Zarathi technology, every improvement gave the humans an advantage in the battles to come. As the fleet approached the Zarathi home systems, Lucas Bennett addressed the leaders again. "We are stronger than ever. The Zarathi believe humans are weak. They will learn the truth soon. Humanity does not surrender. Humanity does not fear. Humanity fights back, no matter the odds." Ethan Collins looked at the fleet stretching across space. He thought of Elysium and the families lost. He thought of the courage of the humans around him. He knew one thing clearly. They would not stop until the Zarathi learned that attacking humans carried a heavy price. Lily Morgan placed a hand on his shoulder. "We are the storm they never expected," she said quietly. "Yes," Ethan replied. "And we will not stop until every one of them knows it." The human fleet moved forward, faster now, toward the heart of Zarathi space. 500,000 warships, every ship filled with hope, courage, and determination. The battle for the galaxy was just beginning. And somewhere in the Zarathi Empire, leaders watched the destruction of their outposts. They realized too late that humans were nothing like they expected. Humans were not weak, not expendable, and not afraid. The humans were coming, and the Zarathi would have to face the full force of humanity's wrath. The human fleet approached the Zarathi homeworld. It was a massive planet with dark green and black continents, surrounded by a thick layer of clouds. Orbiting the planet were hundreds of Zarathi warships, energy shields, and massive space stations. This was the heart of their empire, the place from which they had destroyed Elysium. Lucas Bennett stood on the bridge of the flagship, looking out at the enemy defenses. His jaw was tight. "This is it. The Zarathi will try everything to stop us, but they cannot. Humanity is strong, and we are ready." Anna Price monitored the enemy systems. "Their shields are powerful, but our weapons can penetrate them if we focus our fire. We have prepared for this moment for months." Evan Mitchell tightened his grip on the control panel. "We trained for this. We will strike fast and smart. No hesitation, no mistakes." Samantha Rhodes coordinated the fleet. "Frontline units, prepare for cloaked entry. Drones, stand by. Reserve units, follow my signal. Every ship, follow orders exactly. We strike together." Aaron Brooks checked the communications network. "All units connected. Orders are secure. The Zarathi cannot jam us. Every ship will know its task instantly." The humans moved into position. Cloak squadrons surrounded the Zarathi fleet. Unseen and silent, thousands of drones hovered nearby, ready to strike. The human fleet was immense, stretching across hundreds of kilometers in space, yet every ship moved as one, coordinated and precise. Lucas gave the order. "Now." The first wave uncloaked suddenly. Thousands of human ships fired energy beams and missiles at Zarathi warships. The surprise attack hit with full force. Many Zarathi ships exploded instantly, their shields unable to withstand the concentrated fire. Evan Mitchell's ship led a boarding team. Pods launched from the warship and hit the enemy vessels. Soldiers armed with energy rifles boarded the Zarathi ships, disabling systems and taking control from within. The aliens were caught off guard. Samantha Rhodes guided squadrons to attack weak points, focus on their engines and shield generators. Cut their mobility. Aaron Brooks relayed updates from every ship. Target coordinates received. Focus fire on the outer stations. Keep pressure on their flanks. The Zarathi scrambled to respond. Their ships moved in chaotic patterns, firing at humans with energy beams and missiles. But humans adapted instantly. AI systems predicted Zarathi maneuvers. and every ship adjusted in real time. Missiles were intercepted by defensive drones, and energy beams were deflected by upgraded shields. Hannah Price monitored the battlefield. Our weapons are working perfectly. The Zirathi cannot match our coordination or our speed. On the ground, the Zirathi leaders watched in panic. Their capital cities were defended by energy shields and heavy weapons, but the human fleet was relentless. Every wave of attack damaged their defenses, destroyed ships, and captured stations. Ethan Collins looked at the battle reports. His heart beat fast. He remembered Elysium, the colonies destroyed, the families lost. But now, humans were taking the fight to the enemy. Rage and determination burned in him. Lily Morgan stood beside him. "We are stronger than they imagined," she said. "They thought humans were weak. They were wrong." Daniel Harris watched the boarding operations. Soldiers moved with precision, clearing ships and securing enemy vessels. "This is what we trained for," he said. "Humanity fights with intelligence, courage, and heart. No alien can defeat that." The battle continued for hours. Zirathi ships fell one by one. Energy shields collapsed. Space stations were captured or destroyed. The human fleet moved in perfect coordination, overwhelming the Zirathi defenses. Evan Mitchell led a daring attack on the largest Zirathi battleship. His ship dodged enemy fire and fired concentrated energy beams. The battleship shook, and explosions ripped through its hull. Boarding pods struck next. Human soldiers overwhelmed the Zirathi crew, taking control of the massive vessel. Samantha Rhodes directed multiple squadrons to the planet's orbit. "We take the stations and control the skies above their cities. Focus fire, disable the weapons, and open a path for landing teams." Aaron Brooks coordinated the fleet's movements flawlessly. Every ship knew its task. Every pilot acted in unison. The human fleet was unstoppable. On the surface, the Zirathi tried to resist. Energy turrets fired at approaching boarding ships. Soldiers tried to hold strategic points, but humans adapted. Cloaked ships bypassed defenses, boarding teams neutralized weapons. Humans moved faster and smarter than the Zirathi expected. Hannah Price monitored weapon efficiency. All systems optimal. Shields holding, drones active. "We are ready for the final strike." Lucas Bennett gave the order. "Prepare for planetary assault. We take the Zirathi homeworld today." Thousands of pods launched toward the planet. Soldiers and pilots moved quickly to disable the surface defenses. Humans landed on key cities, cutting power and communications. Energy shields that protected the cities collapsed under coordinated attacks from orbit. Evan Mitchell led one of the landing teams. They moved through streets, disabling enemy weapon systems and securing strategic points. The Zirathi were skilled fighters, but humans fought with determination and teamwork. Samantha Rhodes coordinated orbital strikes. Energy beams to city defenses. Missile arrays to enemy command centers. "Clear the way for ground troops." Aaron Brooks relayed communications. "All units in position. Confirmed targets hit. Shields down on multiple sectors." Humans are advancing. As the battle raged, Lucas Bennett addressed the fleet. "This is humanity's victory. Every ship, every soldier, every pilot is part of this. Today, the Zirathi learn that humans do not surrender. Humans do not forgive. Humans fight until the end." On the ground, Ethan Collins and Lily Morgan moved with the landing troops. They saw Zirathi soldiers trying to regroup, but humans were relentless. Streets were cleared, weapons seized, and energy generators destroyed. Every city captured brought humanity closer to victory. Daniel Harris led a squad to the Zarathi Capitol building. Inside, the alien leaders were panicked. They realized that their homeworld was falling. Human soldiers broke through the defenses and captured the Zarathi commanders. Evan Mitchell's ship hovered above the Capitol, providing fire support. The Zarathi fleet was either destroyed or under human control. The humans had complete dominance in orbit. Samantha Rhodes directed the final strike on the planetary energy cores. Hit them all at once. Cut their power. No city will remain defended. Explosions rocked the planet. Cities fell one by one. The Zarathi could not recover. Humans had taken control of the homeworld. The battle was over. Lucas Bennett addressed the entire fleet. Today, humanity has achieved what no one thought possible. We have avenged Elysium. We have shown the galaxy that humans are strong, intelligent, and unstoppable. Let this be a message to anyone who dares attack us. Hannah Price smiled, exhausted but proud. We did it. The Zarathi underestimated humans, and they paid the price. Ethan Collins looked at the planet, remembering the colonies lost. Elysium would be proud. He said quietly, "We survived. We fought. We won." Lily Morgan nodded. "This is only the beginning. Humanity will rebuild, grow stronger, and never allow this to happen again." Daniel Harris watched the captured Zarathi leaders. "We have won today. But humanity must remain vigilant. We will expand, defend, and ensure that no other colony suffers like Elysium did." The fleet regrouped in orbit. Human ships moved to secure the planet and nearby systems. The Zarathi Empire was broken. Its leaders were captured, its defenses destroyed, and its cities controlled by humans. Lucas Bennett looked at the fleet. 500,000 ships, every one of them part of the greatest human victory in history. "We have done it," he said. "Humanity is stronger than anyone thought. We have survived, we have fought, and we have triumphed." On the flagship, Ethan Collins stood beside Lily. "We have avenged our home, our friends, and our families. Humans will never be weak again." Lily nodded. And the galaxy will remember today. They will know not to challenge humanity." As humans repaired their ships, rebuilt their colonies, and secured the Zarathi homeworld, Earth received the news. People cheered across the planet. Humanity had struck back with overwhelming power. The galaxy now knew that humans were not to be underestimated. Lucas Bennett gave the final order. "Prepare for rebuilding and expansion. Humanity is victorious." But we continue to grow stronger, faster, and smarter. Let this victory be remembered for all time. Ethan Collins looked at the stars. He thought of Elysium, of the families lost, of the courage of humans everywhere. And he knew one thing: humanity would never stop fighting. Humanity would never be broken. Humanity would always survive. And so the galaxy remembered the humans, not as weak beings, not as easy targets, but as a force to be feared and respected. The battle was over. Humanity had struck back. Humanity had won. And somewhere in the darkness of space, the stars shone brighter for those who survived, fought, and triumphed.